is Amy's talking.
Oh, awesome.
Yay.
Gonna find all of her secrets, her tricks of the trade.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be cool. So what we'll do is we'll start off with wins of the week. So Amy, you can go first. So just some of your wins of the week, or just wins and lately in general. What some things have been a win?
I walked to my workplace and back again, which was 8K here and back.
Nice.
And there were
Okay.
some mean hills in there.
Yeah.
And my poor son was like, I'm so tired.
Oh no.
I'm so tired. And I was like, let's keep going. You can have a nice block or a drink at the end. And he's like, okay. So we got to the end and he's like, Mummy, we made it. It was nice. And also meal prepping.
Yeah.
Would have to be a big one because that's something that I forget.
Yeah.
Having a family, I forget that I have to kind of change things for them because they're still wanting to eat their food, but I don't because it doesn't sit right too. Yeah, they'll have to be my wins for this week.
Very good ones. Very good. Good work, Amy. So we've got a few more people on. Just joining. Lisa's on. Hi, Lisa. You're connecting audio. Tracy's on. Hi, Tracy. Okay.
Kia ora.
Hello.
Kia ora.
Hiya.
Let me make sure it's on my internet. Oh, it could be my internet playing up, not your guys' internet. Okay, cool. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Okay. I don't know what's going on. Tracy, you're muted. Maybe are you supposed to be muted? Yep.
Yep.
Okay. How are you? Yeah, okay. That's fine.
I'm good, thanks. Doing well.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. All right. So we'll go. Tui, what was your win of the week? Or so in the last couple?
Probably walking around Palmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was my first time being there and going around and seeing all the sites and visiting the Gypsy Fair. It was really, really cool.
Cool. Awesome.
Tried convincing my partner to drive. He's like, no, you can walk.
Yeah, that's good. And how long? How long do you think you walked for?
We were out for a good 3 hours. It was really nice.
Yeah, that's good. For a 3-hour walk's a good effort.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. So what we'll do is we'll get straight into it. So Aimee has got achieved great things with her time with us. And what I try to tell clients when they first start with us is that, this is not going to be an overnight success. Like, this is going to take a long time. And what I say to clients is like, okay, how long did it take you to put on the weight, right? So let's say if it took 5 years to put on the weight, it's going to probably take 5 years to get it off or figure out a way. And it's about falling in love with the process and falling in love with the journey. And this is not about weight loss. This is about, a journey of self-love and, creating good habits and rituals so you can create success in the long run. And that's exactly what Aimee did. She listened to me throughout the whole process. And even when, she had frustrating times, I was able to talk to her and we were able to, come up with a solution together. So, yeah, Aimee, so I guess let everyone know, like, where were you before all this and before you started?
So before I started, I had tried everything under the sun. all the quick fixes, everything you can think of. And then I was scrolling through Facebook, which, to be honest, I haven't done for a while. And I saw double digits, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds, another fix. And then when I actually got into it, I was like, oh, this is actually about how I am as a person, changing my mindset and really thinking about how I can better myself and make myself who I want to be. And it's things. Sometimes we think we have to change the world, but we really only have to change a few things at a time.
Mm.
And I was pretty low at that stage. Pretty low.
Okay, awesome. So you've tried a lot of things in the past, and they were just a bit too much, a bit too soon. And it was when you decided that it was a mindset thing that you needed to sort out, and then just focus on little things. And yeah, I feel like in any program, like even with my program with like double digit coaching, if you try to do things too quickly, that's where a lot of people go wrong, especially starting something new that you're not used to. We call it the reptilian brain, right? The reptilian brain fires, and it becomes like an uncomfortable situation because the reptilian brain is the part of our brain that wants to keep us safe. So when we're in a new situation or things are feeling uncomfortable, the reptilian brain will actually fire, and it's freeze, fight, or flight. Please don't fight me, anyone. um, but yeah, and that happens. So that's why in the first 2 to 3 weeks, people find it the most challenging because it's like this new world and everything is super different. And us as human beings, it's natural for us to want to go back to comfort because we don't want to go towards pain. So yeah.
Speaking of a reptilian brain, on Saturday I did my first PT session like ever.
Oh,
and
nice.
I nearly rung up and cancelled. I was like that close, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do it. And I actually really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's good.
It hurt, but
I bet.
it was so much fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd been very upset if you cancelled. Not just for you, but I was a PT for 7 years. The amount of times I had cancellations.
It was like, I can do it because I've never been to this gym before, and I was like, I don't know the people, I don't know anything, I don't know what to do. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go and do it.
Awesome. What was
And
the
I'm going
gym?
again on Saturday.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, once a week.
What's the gym called?
Flex Fitness.
Oh yeah, I know the one. There's quite a few around there. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And I guess like, where are you now when it comes to your health and fitness at the moment?
So I've actually had to reset a bit. I had an injury.
Mm.
I injured my foot over Christmas.
Yeah.
So I had to get back into fitness, and I really got back into my meal prepping as well.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of slacked over Christmas because holidays. And I'm also starting to have my shakes again after my fitness and things like that, just to fill that gap. Instead of eating stuff that I know I shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think having the phone calls, like being a coach, has been great too, because I can really support others.
Yeah.
And seeing their growth is great. I love it.
It keeps you on your toes,
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really makes you think about what you've been doing as well, and how you can remember that we need to be doing these things so then we can be their role model, just like I do as an early childhood teacher.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. Okay, and I guess like, what was your biggest challenge in the journey?
Negative feedback from others would have to be the biggest. I worked in an environment that was very negative, That was before Christmas.
Yeah.
I've now got a new job and it's all positive and everyone's happy and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that's reflected on how I'm seeing this journey as well, and
Yeah.
seeing myself.
Mm.
I mean, everyone was so supportive that I went to the PT session.
Yeah.
You know, they thought it was amazing and they're like, who'd you go to? I might go to. And it was nice having that feedback.
Yeah.
Instead of like, why'd you go to a PT session?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which it puts a downer on you,
Yeah.
especially when that is such a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I don't like gyms.
Yeah.
I'd rather get out on the footpath and go for a walk.
Yeah. 100%.
But now I've got a PT.
There you go. Very cool. And you know, and that's what like, as you said, like in like toxic language, right? If people saying toxic stuff to you, like, you know, you don't want to be around that. You don't want to be around that negativity. And environment is so important for like a transformation, right? Because like you are the people that you spend the most time with. So if you hang out with 5, let's say, smokers, the chances are that you're more likely to become a smoker, right? Or even growing up, there was things that my friends did, right, that I really didn't like. Like I didn't like it, but just because they were doing it, I wanted to, you know, it's human nature to want to feel accepted and feel fit in. Um, are you near airplanes, Tui? This sounded very close.
Yeah, it's just over the road.
Cool.
I forgot about them.
That's all good. And so yeah, like that's why environments is like, you know, I had friends that were doing stuff that I didn't want to do, but I joined in anyways because I wanted to feel accepted or whatever it may be. So we're actually, and that was a very on a conscious level, but subconsciously as well, right? We are affected as well without us realizing it. So if I hang out with people who are negative, it's more likely that I'll be negative as well. Or for example, right, I worked at an Anytime Fitness and then I worked at Tom Fit Gym, 2 gyms down the road from each other. My experiences with them is that Anytime Fitness is the biggest chain gym in the world. And their thing is all about making money. And then looking around, I've noticed that even myself and the other PTs, all the conversations were about how many sessions, how many members, like what are we charging, blah, 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 right? All very financially focused. Then I moved down the road, which is like kind of like a family-owned standstill gym that's been there for, you know, started with a bit of equipment and they grew and all that really cool stuff. It was a complete opposite. And then naturally all the PTs really cared about, okay, upskilling, about, you know, really looking after clients, everything like that, completely different. But with my personal, how that was and my personal thought on how I was feeling and like being able to reflect what was going on in my mind were 2 different things, right? Which is really crazy. And yeah, so that's why environment is so important, because you could be the most positive person as well, but you know, if you're with rotten eggs, you're going to become a rotten egg yourself, right? But that was my experience anyways. But you guys would probably agree with it as well, that you've maybe in environments in the past where you look back and you're like, that actually wasn't me. Like I probably shouldn't have been hanging out with those people. And then yeah, so very good. Environments also. Any other challenges, Aimee?
Really keeping my mindset on what I want to achieve. Like sometimes I have those days where I'm like, actually, nah, it's all out the door. But then it's always overcoming those and then starting again the next day, because it's only a day.
Yeah.
It's it's really because I think way back when I used to have that mindset, well, actually, stuff it. I might as well just keep doing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm like, actually, no. this is my journey. This is what I want to
Mm.
do. For my house, my family, just everything. I just want to be the better person
Mm. That's
that I
all.
know I can be.
Yeah.
Mm.
And would you say
And be
that?
that role model too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Awesome. And who do you want to be a role model to?
For my son and also the children that I look after.
Mm-hmm.
And the other teachers too that look up to me, because I've been in teaching for a long time.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of knowledge that I can share, but it's also having that confidence to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think I have gained over this time. Like looking at myself over a year ago,
Mm.
there's things that I do now that I wouldn't be doing.
Mm.
I actually wear shorts that are above my knee now.
No, that's good. All right.
Woo!
When?
And the girls at work are like, "Why haven't you been doing that before?" I was like, "Cause no thanks."
That's awesome.
It's the little things.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome. What a win. And how does that make you
Yeah.
feel that you're able to do that now?
It just makes me feel good about myself, like knowing that, um, I can wear what I want.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as wearing a dress just yet,
Yeah.
but I am feeling more comfortable in my clothes. I'm feeling more comfortable in my uniform,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got more energy.
Yeah.
Like before my Fitbit broke, I was doing like 15,000 steps a day.
Wow.
And that's because I'm an early child teacher, so I'm on my feet all day,
Mm-hmm.
going.
Yeah.
And I get my Fitbit hopefully starting next week. They're replacing it, so that's great.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Wins all round. Okay. And if you had one advice for people more early on in their journey, what would it be?
Don't give up. Just keep one little thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to change everything in your daily routine. Like I think I started off with adding water. I think it was more water in my day,
Mm-hmm.
and actually having breakfast was a big one for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a big part of it,
Yeah.
and really setting aside time for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because we're all busy people. We all need to be here, there, and everywhere. But if we take that time to really sit and have time for yourself, I think it's very important.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm.
100%. And it's like, and that all comes down to like, as I talk about, like the self-love, right? That having time for you to take care of your health, right? And then it's like, the exercise and the meal prep or whatever you need to do to make sure that your health is okay. Then another thing, right, could be like having having that time to even not do anything, just have time to sit there 30 minutes, reflect, go for a walk, go on the walk on the beach, and actually reflect on your life, right? Aimee had it, I've had it, with our current work thing, right? It's like, there's something about this that isn't right. Like this doesn't feel good. The people that I'm surrounded by, I don't really like this. Okay, I'm gonna change this, and then all of a sudden, like life improves, right? Or some people, it could be, it could be the health, it could be work, it could be relationship, it could be, family members. Like I remember I didn't appreciate some things that my family was saying, and I had to hit them up about it. I don't like confrontation, and that was like took a lot for me to do that. So having that time to give yourself that self-love that you need, being able to reflect, look at your life, having time for yourself, and then as well being able to do something to take care of your body, exercise and nutrition, and then that is the key to happiness. Yeah, 100%. Okay, and all right. So does anyone have any questions for Aimee at the moment?
No, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed listening to you, though. It's really cool to hear.
Thank you, Tui.
Awesome. Okay. And Tracy or Lisa, do you have any questions?
Sorry, no, nothing from me at the moment. I have to have a look at the recording again. My laptop decided to update itself.
That's okay. All good. All good. Lisa.
Something I have shared with my my people I work with is peppermint tea.
Oh yeah.
I have that at the end of the day. It is amazing. It is nice. It's sweet, but it's not like it's like that guilty pleasure. I mean,
Oh, nice.
and it's quite nice because it settles your stomach as well.
Yeah.
So if you've got an upset stomach, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. That's great. That's good. That's good. 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 All right, Lisa. Is your mic working? Oh, Asta unmute. Oh wait. Oh, she's muted. No. Oh yeah, it's working. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, good, thank you. Sorry, I was a victim as well of technology, so I apologise for that. So I've just caught the very tail end of it, so I'm going to have to go back and listen. I'm sorry.
That's all good. That's all good. And as well, Lisa, if you want, because you want to have a bit of a chat, if you want, I could give you a call tomorrow if you like, and then we can go through some.
Yeah, sure.
What?
Yep.
What time would suit you best?
Anytime, not working tomorrow, so.
Should I surprise you?
Yeah, but just keep in mind, I'm in Oz, so I'm a couple of hours behind you.
Oh, okay.
And then you also have to.
Don't call you at 8 a.m. Hi, Lisa. How's it going? John, shut up.
But anytime after, oh gosh.
Say 12, because that's 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, beautiful.
All right, wait.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry I didn't get to sort of talk to anyone beforehand.
No, that's okay. Yeah, it
That's
happens.
okay.
We were having troubles at the start. I always have troubles with Zoom. Yeah, for a while, my Zoom just decided not to work for a while. So, yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. And I guess, is there anything else, Aimee, that you want to share? Some words of wisdom?
Something I have noticed is if you do start plateauing, please take measurements. Because I did my measurements and I was like, oh, I've lost like 5 centimeters, but I'm still the same weight. Woo!
Yeah, it's awesome. That's so true, because like, even if you're walking, right, or even if you're having more protein, you're going to put on muscle.
Mhm.
So even if you up your protein and you don't move, like, or you just move the same, but your protein has gone higher, your body's going to recover better because it's got more protein. You're going to put on more muscle. You're going to weigh more on the scales, but actually you've dropped like a percentage of body fat, which is really good. So.
And after Saturday, my legs better have lost something.
But especially if you just start resistance training, like going to the gym and stuff, what can happen is that, especially if you're a novice, you're going to put on muscle quickly, which is good. So muscle, if you're a female, is good, just like a guy, but the difference is that, you know, a guy has more testosterone, so we're going to put it on, we're going to gain more mass, but females gain more shape. And don't be scared if you are going to the gym about being muscly or whatever, because I've been trying to get muscly for years now, and it hasn't, I haven't been doing that much of a good job. So, yeah, so it's all good. So yeah, but your weights might go up. That's okay because of the measurements. So measurements are good. Also your clothes. Your clothes. Yeah, I know. I'm keeping retail in business.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I put on a t-shirt the other day. I was like, oh well, that's out now. It was like a sack.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's gone.
Yeah. And the thing is that what I always say, as long as that if you're not putting on weight, that you're winning. So even if you, let's say you check and you've stayed the same, that's okay. All we need to do is make a slight adjustment, because all this is a numbers game. It's all data. And like the reason why so many people fail on their health and fitness goals is they get too emotional about the data. Okay, you've maybe put on like 300 grams. It's okay. We just have to change something. Maybe we need to
Mm.
up something or take away something. It just depends, but it's just all feedback. But as long as you don't get caught up in the emotion, you keep on going, you take relentless action, you're going to win in the end. Just like it's like, let's say for example, with Aimee being um, a early childhood teacher, right? Imagine if, right, she didn't do good on a test, for example, at university, and she's like, oh well, this doesn't work, I'm going to throw it away. Like, it's exactly the same, right? But you realize that, no, actually I really want to be an early childhood teacher. I'm going to go again. This was just one test, I get to do it again. Or my next test I'm going to do even better, and I'm going to keep going, and next time I'm going to do this and this, right? And that's what we all do for our careers, right? All we have to do is we have to transcend it with our health and fitness and have the same mindset, because we're not recreating the wheel. Success in every asset of life is the same principles. Yeah.
Mm.
I'll have to agree with that, John. Like I started late November, early December, and like the only change I made then was what Aimee said, was the water. Like
Yeah.
I just, every time I stood up, I'd go and have a water at work, and then was walking to work, and like my work is only like 800 meters away from home, and it took me 15 minutes for that first month to walk only 800 meters.
Wow.
And like now that I'm back at work, like I'm walking 4Ks every day, and 10Ks once a week, like maybe the Saturday or the Sunday, and swimming every day. Like I'm down to a K a day, and I haven't lost any weight, but I don't care. No, I don't care at the moment that I haven't lost any weight, because I'm feeling really great about myself. Like I haven't got the penguin waddle anymore. Um, I can get in the odd little run here and there. Like maybe like 20-meter run sort of thing. Whereas November, I couldn't even up the pace a bit. So just those small little changes are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like my family are all on board. We've all jumped onto the 24-hour relay that's
Yep.
happening in March. And then my partner and I have joined. We are tonight going to register for Iron Māori in November as individuals. So yeah, it's just been awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that. That is incredible.
Mm,
Far out. That's legendary. So like, yeah, and see, like, you're able to do all these things, you're feeling great. Your quality of life has just gone through the roof, and it's
yeah.
just small changes. But imagine if Tracy, all that time back in November, said, oh, I haven't lost any weight this week, I'm gonna give up. She wouldn't be she wouldn't be where she is now, enjoying life, being able to do all these things, can swim, walk 10Ks, gonna do like marathons and Iron Māori, and it's just crazy. So good.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
it's just putting those little goals in, like that motivate you.
mm,
Yeah,
mm,
and not sweating the small stuff.
yeah.
I
Definitely.
I think like even like I do, if at the moment, if I don't get an afternoon walk in, like it drives me crazy now.
Mm,
Like it's just been a total flip. It's raining cats and dogs outside, and I made sure I still went for my walk.
Yeah.
And all my children are going, no, Mum, you can't. It's raining. And when it's okay, I have to. Otherwise, yeah, I'll just go stuck.
Yeah.
I'll go bonkers. It's
Yeah.
been awesome.
That's so good. So good. And you know, like after your first event, like it's such a special feeling achieving that goal and crossing that finish line. And as well, especially like with like running events and stuff like that, and walking events, you when you're training, you think about it so much. So when it's actually happening, you're like, it almost feels like deja vu. You're like, oh, this is a bit, it's almost like surreal and strange all at the same time. So I'm looking forward for you to experience that. So very cool. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Aimee, for sharing your story with us, and thank you for everyone for attending and putting, you know, your questions and your wins and everything, and just being here. I really appreciate it. So let's keep on moving forward. Let's keep on winning. If you need anything or if you're confused about anything, I'm 100% here to help. Just drop me a message, and then yeah, let's keep winning, team.
Thanks, John.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
You're welcome. Talk to you all very soon.
Alrighty, okay.
Bye.
Catch us later.
Yeah,